everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Bills lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Patriots, who will need to be stout up front. With that, let's get you up to a snowy Orchard Park. Enjoy the flag getting out of there tonight. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Garoppolo now. Caught left side, Bennett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. This is Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Lewis. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run with Lewis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. looking to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Jacoby Brissett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! That's the way to hit! Come on, let's go! Ohio!
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
3rd down now following the completed pass.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And got him in. It's Woods. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Ohio! Here we go! Try 38!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throwing again, it's Taylor. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Here we go! Ohio!
And he motions the wide receiver. To throw again is Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Of all the routes that defenders would love to remove from offensive playbooks, I think the wheel route would rank near the top. And on that one, they almost had it, just wasn't able to come down in bounds.
Yeah, as you see right there for the running back, it's tough as you're going toward that sideline trying to stay in bounds. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, just didn't have enough real estate, as they like to say.
And the wide out in motion. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read and dashing through the snow. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him. And that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Watkins alone on the left side. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to... They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Taylor down around his goal line. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Slam. Ohio.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller.
And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And that rest recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll start things on first down with Lewis. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task. Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Again, it's Lewis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Serve it, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A.J. Tarpley in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They slot Gronkowski outright. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Dante Hightower on the stop. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to Buffalo after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. Right there. Motion. Ohio.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end play. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Watkins alone on the left side. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shift together here from the D-line. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Taylor. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy as the first half is winding down. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So we're at halftime here. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Watkins alone on the left side. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
10 yards to go on third. And he motions the wide receiver. On third down, Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And now Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Garoppolo now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One receiver left, three to the right. Watkins alone on the left side. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third and short to give it to tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go! Brand 38! Let's go!
And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And some room to roam now. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Bills are going to have a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They come out here in the eye. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They'll come out in the pistol. try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it gives the Pats a first down. Gronkowski, slot left. They run. This is Lewis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go now. Boom,
Garoppolo dumps it off to Lewis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And fights him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Looking this time for once, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They try again with Lewis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Let's go. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Watkins alone on the left side. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 85 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They slot Gronkowski outright. Garoppolo now. Steps away to his left. And able to break one. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards still remaining here on third down.
All right, here we go. Over.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And they'll run it here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot straight to the heart. No, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. It's in my bones. It's in my soul. You're never gonna take that from me. No, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say. I'll do it my way. I'm swimming in a sea of dreams all day. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Money to give all. Oh no, I will not fall down. Money to give all. No, I'm never coming down. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Money to give all. I will not fall down. Money to give do some crazy.
Okay.
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R to regular life. I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey.
Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do.
I think I'm gonna
Do some crazy.
Do what you wanna do.
Do some crazy.
do something crazy. Do something wild. Be someone different. Switch up that style. Yeah, come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going? You don't need a map. You don't need a nap. You don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey.
Do what you wanna do.
Think about to do it. Think about to do it.
Do some crazy.
Do what you wanna do.
Do some crazy.
Do something crazy. Do something wild. Be someone different. Switch up the style.
Okay. Do some crazy.
Break it down. something crazy.
Do something crazy. I've just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some up. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. What you wanna do? I think about to do it. I think about to do it. Do something crazy. Shut your mouth.